is something that I hold dear to myself. And I'm sure that many of us have experienced that. When I was younger, I constantly wondered where I fitted in. I was bullied for the way I looked and the way I spoke. So, as I grew older, I started to feel adrift in myself, not knowing a sense of who I was or where I came from. I always knew that I was Māori, but I never felt Māori. I didn't grow up speaking te reo, and I didn't know all the names in my whakapapa. But I always knew that there was something bigger and better out there for me. I just hadn't found it yet. You see, finding your place as Māori isn't about the number on your letterbox or the name on your street sign. It is something deeper. It is about looking at our world and finding the footprints of our tupuna and where they left their stories and their tikanga. It is about feeling the pull of the moana when we stand at its shore and hearing the whispers of our ancestors that swirl through the winds of the ngahere. It is where our souls feel at peace and full. But sometimes that place can feel so out of reach. When I was young, if you weren't brought up in a Māori family or through kohanga, you were placed into a world that taught you how to speak, but not in your own reo. You were taught how to acknowledge the future, but not how to acknowledge the past. Because without the mahi of our ancestors back in the past, we as rangatahi would not be able to stand here on this stage today, sharing our authentic thoughts and our opinions. And so, without that, wouldn't you feel adrift? Adrift from who you are? Adrift from your culture? So I started questioning, how do I find my place? I looked at the world and the people which surrounded me, and I felt loved, but not nourished. How do I find my place? Help me find my place. I wasn't lost. I just knew as a Māori rangatahi that I had a place where I could stand, fully knowing it was where I was supposed to be. So I went. I went to the marae of my iwi. I sat there and I listened. I attended their wānanga to learn, and boy did I learn. I found that even when we feel so disconnected from our culture as Māori, we still have our ancestors right behind us. They're here with us in each and every step of the way. Even when we are so far away from our whenua, it still calls us home. Because our place isn't something we have to earn. Our place is something that we inherit through the many generations of our whakapapa. And for me, my place is where our people are together. With those stories told in the marae, with the waiata sung in the kitchen, and the karanga that echoes into the sky. I feel full when my people are together. Because I truly believe that all Māori, everyone is born with a place. We may not know it right away because of the journey, but we all have one that we will hold dear to our hearts. But if we already know where we belong and where we stand, that is something you will hold with you for the rest of your life. Something that is empowering, something that will keep you going and ground you back to your roots when you feel uncertain. It is strong, and together, if we can help others find their place, we as Māori will be stronger than ever. We all have one, we all have a place. It's just a slow and uncertain journey that comes with many ups and downs, but together it is a powerful one. How do we expect our rangatahi, like myself, to rise strong in the future if we haven't grounded ourselves in where we belong? How do we expect them to lead and take care of our future generations and our culture if we haven't taught them where they stand or where they truly began? Because this journey, this search for place, is not just for the individual. It is for all of us together as Māori, as we navigate the experience. So, as I leave you here, I want us to embrace the journey of finding our place. I want us to embrace the journey of being together, because we need to support our rangatahi. Without that support, we will have no culture. We will have no future as Māori. So please, be involved in your rangatahi's life. Involve them in your